Should I quit? That is a question I get asked a lot. Sometimes I don't get asked the question. Sometimes someone just decides in mentoring to quit for any number of reasons. But it's interesting. There are reasons you should pivot if you're the fly trying to get through the window, working a plan that's not going to work. Yes, go ahead, quit that, get on to something that will work. But most of the time, people quit because they're afraid. They don't always say that. They usually mask that in a financial reason, but it's ultimately an emotional reason. It's usually not really a financial reason. So let me read you an email I got this morning. It says, "Hi Bruce, when I went through the course a second time, I came to a realization. I am under 18, and because of that, if things go wrong, it's not me that gets the consequences. It's my parents. I am not willing to risk putting my parents in any more debt, and I don't even want to put myself in that risk until I am financially stable and independent. I don't need the coaching call." We had set up a coaching call as part of the course, "and I'd like to act on the refund." So let's think about that for a second. The course is $497 or 3 payments of $197, and it includes a 1-hour Zoom call. Probably both of us know that $497 isn't going to be the end of the world for his parents. So while that was the reason given, and he went on to say that he didn't want to incur that risk on himself, he didn't want to incur that on his parents. So if you take a look at that, it's been said a lot of times that fear is false expectations appearing real. And what he's done is he's focused on why it won't work and what the consequences are of it not working. And it's interesting, for those people that succeed, they concentrate so much on why it will work. Yes, they understand the risks, they work through those risks, but they focus on the outcome that they want, not the outcome that they don't want. And think of it in a lot of ways. If this is so important to you that you can make it as important as if there was a loved one in a burning building, you wouldn't sit there and think about the reasons that it's not going to work. You would only think about, how do I get this done? Anyway, I have to get it done without any question. But that, unfortunately, is not what a lot of people do. We have 2 bank accounts. We have a financial bank account and an emotional bank account. Most people that quit say it's for the financial reasons. I can't afford to pay it. I have expenses that came up, whatever that excuse is. And basically it's an excuse, because when I totally ran out of money, and this is true for most people, although that's not true, I had $40 left in my name. There is usually a way that you can end up finding a way to do it and to financially do it. But you become a condition to the fact that I've tried a lot of things haven't worked. I guess maybe this isn't for me. I don't think I'll be successful. You play all those things over and over in your head. But ultimately, those are the false expectations appearing real. So I'd remember that. Keep your mind on what you want, off what you don't, and realize that when you're tempted to say it's ultimately a financial decision, usually it's not. Usually it's an emotional decision, and it's a situation that's put you outside your comfort zone. Towards that end, I would highly recommend that you read Release Your Brakes by Jim Newman, which is all about comfort zones. So I hope that helps. But remember the difference between the emotional bank account and the financial bank account. And the one that usually gets tapped is the emotional bank account.